Hi everyone. So I'm in my car driving on to the Kingston Bookshop book clearance sale. I'm hoping to get a few books for the Christmas season because I haven't read many at all this year, and I hope to be able to start back my reading habit. I've just been writing mainly. So I'll see how much of it I can show you on the journey along the way, and I'll of course show you that haul when I do get there. Okay then, bye. I'm not sure if I chose the best day to go. The sale starts today, but it's Thursday before Black Friday, and all the Black Friday sales are going on right now. And so the traffic is chaotic. I'll see how far I get. Alright, so I made it. I'm parked and it's a school auditorium parking lot. So I'm walking now to the booth to see whether I'll be successful or not. Okay, I made it out back to the car. I put on my glasses to see. I pretty much ran through the rows in a rush. I reached in the afternoon, but apparently most of the novels had disappeared from the time they opened at 10 a.m. and I reached at 2:30 thereabouts. But I managed to get 5. I will show you those 5. I'm not even sure what 5 at this stage. I'm not sure what 5 I've picked up. I know I read the blurbs, but I just literally just dropped in just to get 5 because that was the minimum at the time. I was hoping for more novels, and I didn't see much. So that's what I got. So I'll show you that later. Okay, so we're looking at the stack of books. It's 7 in all. The first 5 is from the trip that I just showed you to Kingston Bookshop. And the bottom 2 is from another bookstore, Bookland. And I'm going to move in close up and show you them one by one. Okay, so remember this was a sale, so there are no new releases in this stack. It's older editions. So first up is Sons and Lovers by D.H. Lawrence, and this is the Oxford World's Classics edition. So when I was moving around, what I did was looked at the cover. I didn't pay too much attention to the author. I looked at the title and then I flipped it around and went to the blurb, and if it caught my interest, that's the one that went in the basket. So this one did. It's a classic, and it speaks about the breakdown in the marriage between Walter Morrell and his wife, and the passing on of that to his second son as well, and the second son's struggle for independence, and also his relationships as well with 2 women. So this, for some reason, struck me as being interesting. Plus, this edition included introduction, textual notes, bibliography, chronology, appendix, and explanatory notes. And you know, sometimes the classics are hard to digest, so I found that to be I thought that this would make a good read for a classic, Sons and Lovers. Here is the second one. The second one is actually a poetry book. I don't have many in my collection, although I write poems. And this one is called Learning Human, and it's by Les Murray. And it's a book of poems. It's a collection of what he considered to be his best poems. And Les Murray is an Australian, so this seems as if it would be a good read as well. For some reason this cover caught me with this individual, and I'm wondering, why is there a fish over his head? And then I realized that it was a poetry book, because the poems were like on the side vertical, and I didn't read this at first. I just saw Learning Human, Les Murray, and I said, okay, this seems like another good one. Here it is. The only thing about these books is a lot of them were fine print, and but it's quite a lot of poems in this one. The last one was the Sons and Lovers, was I think over 400 pages. This one is 224. So this is number 2. Number 3 is a Caribbean novel, and it's called Uncle Brother by Barbara Lala. And I just saw this young man staring in space, and then I was trying to figure out uncle and a brother at the same time. I flipped it over and then realized it was the story of a gentleman who was both a brother, uncle, and a teacher on an estate in Trinidad. So I said, okay, this would be... There was a Read Caribbean month, I think, some time ago, and I didn't participate, so this would make a good Caribbean read. The author is also a professor at the University of the West Indies in Trinidad and Tobago, and although I'm in Jamaica, I haven't read much of the other Caribbean authors' literature, so this would make a good start, I figured. So that one is Uncle Brother. This is apparently told in many voices, and it explores the bonds between children and older family members. The third one is Everyone Brave is Forgiven by Chris Cleave, and the cover didn't really catch my eye that much, but it was the fact that it was apparently a #1 New York best-selling author at one time of another book, Little B. So I said, okay, this may be again another good one. This is a 2006 novel, thereabouts. The story, however, is set in London in the years 1939 to 42, when citizens had slim hope of survival. And it features a little bit of that history, a little wartime love stories in there as well. So that should be interesting. The print is a little bit bigger than the others, and we're looking at over another 400 and odd pages here as well. 410 or thereabouts, a little bit more. So this is it. Everyone brave is forgiven. And that the title caught my eye as well. And the fifth one is this novel, An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. And what caught my eye, of course, was that it was an Oprah's Book Club 2018 selection, and I've never read it. It's also the only hardcover, I think, or one of two hardcovers that I have. And again, it's another epic love story. So I'm not sure why, but there seems to be a running theme here, picking up novels to do with relationships and love stories. Okay, so those were the 5 from Kingston Bookshop. Now I also picked up 2 from Bookland, and I will show you those 2. Now these are young adult novels. This is another hardcover one, and it's called The Turning, What Curiosity Kills, and it's by Helen Ellis. The Turning, Helen Ellis, that's the side. I'm not really that into young adult, but I would read a few. This was looking intriguing with nobody can know your secret, nobody can know your power, but if nobody knows who you are to begin with, what's stopping you? And I said, okay, let's give that one a go. So this is about 207 pages. And the final one now, also another young adult, is Nevermore by James Patterson. So he needs no introduction. I hesitated in picking this up because I realized it was a series, Maximum Ride Adventure, and it said the final. But then I said, okay, well, if it's the final, it wouldn't hurt to read what the ending is, although I haven't read any of the others before that. And we know it's going to be some kind of adventure type series because he's also another best-selling author. So that's Nevermore by James Patterson. That's the end of it, but I thought I'll show you a little surprise that I got. I subscribed to another YouTube channel that's called Book Launchers, and I had won a prize of a journal. This was some time ago, but it actually came in during that Thanksgiving weekend that I went to look for the books, and it's a very lovely novel brown. The feel of it, this is very soft. Let me see if I can show you inside. I'll leave a link to their website. So it's just ruled line pages with name and address, and you have your little holder, pen section, and your marker, and it came with a nice little thank you note from the Book Launchers team. So I'll link you to their YouTube channel. So thank you, Book Launchers, for this. Just at the point when I had started journaling because of another YouTuber, and this arrived in time. So it's telling me something. There you have it. Let me know what you thought of that selection. Did you ever think that I would have selected any of those at all? Or if you have ever read any of these, because these are older releases, I'm sure someone must have come across any of these before. So that's the book haul for today. thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video and the comments. Bye.